Oh my God, what?
You know I want you, babe. You know I want you, babe. You know I need you, babe. I know you need.
Good morning, y'all. It's like 10 something in the morning, and it's also 4th of July. So I guess we might be having a little get together over here. I think my brother and I are supposed to do a cooking battle. I don't know, but he don't want this. He does not want this. I'm the best cook, hands down. And hands up. Now I'm about to do some yard work. Do some tidying up around the yard, and also cut some grass. So yeah, I'm gonna, record, some videos of me doing that work, and I'll be right back with y'all.
y'all might think that I'm crazy for doing this, but I threw my shoe at the wall because I stepped in some ants and I'm trying to make sure I don't get bit. And I hate when that happens sometimes when cutting the grass. Alright, this is where I got sweat in my eyes, and sometimes whenever I get sweat in my eyes, I just use my shirt to wipe it, and I try to hurry up and do it because it does burn. when people cut grass and they know there's trash there, they just run over it and they just let it spread all around the yard. Not only does that make your yard look dirty, it has so that you just want to hit it. That's just how it is. Alright, so while I cut the grass, I decided to also cut my neighbor's yard grass too. My neighbor's house is that pink house over there with all the stuff that's over there. I just try to cut around it. I'm just trying to make both of our properties look clean. So it's just a nice gesture I was trying to do. So in this part right here, I'm finna run and cut the grass. I normally do that sometimes where I'm trying to get it done when I have other stuff to do. So while cutting the backyard, I actually had a lot of stuff to do in our backyard. So in our backyard, you can see we got a grill back there, some tires, wheelbarrow or whatever. That's so that had to be moved. We were cleaning out our sheds and stuff I think a few days prior, something like that. And some of the stuff ended up getting left out. But, of course, after I finished cutting the grass, I had to put everything back. We're just in a process of getting rid of some stuff we didn't want anymore. And because it rains like crazy in Florida, it makes the grass grow back quicker. But yeah, back to cutting. Actually, no, we're not finna get back to cutting yet because going back in this vlog, I realized I meant to lower the freaking lawnmower blade. Like in person, the grass did look lower, but for the backyards, I normally lower the blade than what the current height is at because our grass grow back so fast. I try to like, prolong it from growing so fast. So I make the blade lower. And I did not do that. And yeah, when I tell you this day when I cut the grass, how low it looks now, it's like high right now. Like I can go outside my room right now and look at the grass and it's high. So I actually have to cut it again, but dang it.
Alright, so y'all, so I'm back with the continuation of this vlog. So I did finish cutting the grass and I actually started to, do a little workout on the watch. So normally when I do like random miscellaneous things outside that requires a lot of physical activity, on the Apple Watch, on the workout app, there's actually options where it says other, and what it does, it just monitors like, still your heart rate and stuff and all that, but mainly like, your calorie burn and then how long that you're doing that activity for. Other is also good for the gym also. Sometimes you don't want to keep on going on your watch and keep on selecting like, whatever workout that you're doing and stuff in there, so sometimes it's just quicker to press other and be done with it. But anyways, I'm on my way to the store right now. That cooking battle that I told you about earlier today, it's gonna be on. So I'm trying to make my world famous Rotel dip that my family is crazy over. I swear. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but my Rotel dip, it's like giving crack to a crackhead. For real. But anyways, I'm gonna go to the store to go get the ingredients. I'm excited to make it again. My brother's making some casserole dip, whatever. Just I don't know. Gonna be on and rolling, on and rolling. Hey. Oh wait, hold on. Let me record this moth. It's holding on for his life on my mirror. I'm rooting for you, little buddy. Anyways, I'll be back. Alright, vlog, I'm back. Let some more lighting in here. I'm back from the store. One of the stores I went to didn't have everything that I needed, so I had to go to the other or whatever. But I just went back and forth between Winn-Dixie and Publix. So I guess now I'm gonna start making the stuff, my Rotel dip. And as soon as I get that together, then I guess whenever my brother gets here and bring his stuff, we can have that little battle or taste test, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm finna show some clips, of course, of me making it a little bit. Not everything. I can't let y'all know my ingredients and stuff, but basically, probably like a 3-part process of what I do to make it. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Ooh, that's a healthy one, Devontae. Now that is that is.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good.
That is thick.
Let me try what that boy got going on now.
What's up, y'all? I was able to record a little bit for the vlog for 4th of July, but I didn't really get to fully record like how I anticipated. But right now, what I have planned on today is installing new daytime running light modules for my car. So my car have daytime running lights, and actually when I first got my car, I noticed like the daytime running lights weren't cutting on, but I figured out the reason why. So my module's coming today and stuff. I waited a while to get it, but I'm like, you know what, I want to get it today. Like, you know, this is gonna make my car look, you know, even more better. So I actually got my car like prepped up and ready to start taking the bumper off. I don't like that I have to take my bumper off to remove my headlights, but it's a way for where you can take a part of the bumper off but not the bumper off fully. So that's what I'm about to do. And then yeah, of course I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos how to do it, because like, you know, I ain't no body part specialist and stuff at all. But yeah, we're gonna watch some YouTube videos on how to take it off. And then yeah, my daytime running lights are supposed to come in later today, and I just want to get a head start on removing my stuff before, like, you know, Amazon gets here. So all I gotta do is just plug and play and be done with it. But yeah, I'm gonna take y'all with me a little bit and I guess show you some stuff. Alright, so here's the daytime running light thing that's out. It's this tube right here. It's supposed to be a bright LED, and they don't come on, but we're finna see what I can do today. But yeah, I have to take these screws off. Same thing with the other side, and then take these screws behind this bumper off also. So yeah. Oh Lord, this looks so scary, but it's a process. It should look good after. Hopefully they look the way I want it to. Alright, so I took my headlight housing apart. I'm trying to get the focus. Alright. This is the reason why my light isn't coming on, my daytime running light. This is the module right here, and it is burnt. It is burnt. And here is the tube right there for the light to come on. And yeah, so I'm just gonna scrape that off and it should be good. And it's gonna be the same thing on the other side, I bet too. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, so my new modules finally came in. Hold on, these are the new ones, and these are the old ones. You can tell the difference. So yeah, I'm finna connect it, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Alright vlog, I'm in my car. I'm about to run my Sunday errands that y'all already know that I do on my Sundays. So I was able to finish putting my bumper back onto my car. I'm gonna show y'all the finished results of everything. I'm gonna show y'all a video. I would show y'all a video now, but I'm driving, but it's gonna be somewhere on the screen. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the car wash before they close. They close at 7:30, and then I'm gonna go to the store and then some gas. Then I'll be back at the house getting ready for work tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Very, very fun. But I guess I'll be right back with y'all. So these are my daytime running lights whenever I have it switched on at nighttime. So at nighttime, of course, things seem to be like, you know, brighter, but those are actually like, you know, the daytime running lights and not the headlights itself. And I think I did a great job actually installing it, and I'm really like impressed about myself. I was nervous about taking off the bumper, but I was able to just put it back on. And then right here is with the headlights on, and not just the daytime running lights. So what it does, when your daytime running lights are on, your headlights are off. But then when your headlights turn on, your daytime running lights get dimmer. Hey y'all, I just made it in my car. Let's wait in. Just made it in my car. Today was a good day at work. Dang it. I had opportunities where I could have been able to vlog, but I didn't. I was able to get, you know, some small clips or whatever on Snapchat to record and add it to my memories. But other than that, yeah, I'm taking this car shade down. Yeah, today was a chill day at work and stuff and all that. I'm finna head to the house, get me some food, do my push-ups when I get there, and then yeah. So dang, but yeah. 4th of July was pretty good. Cut this air on. Oh, don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, 4th of July was pretty good. We had it like, you know, at the house and stuff and all that. And I made some rotel dip. My brother made his casserole, which was surprisingly really good. And then it was cool because with his casserole, you can, like, you know, you call it cowboy casserole, but you can put it in a tortilla wrap, and, like, you know, you'll be good. What else? I didn't do fireworks this year. I didn't feel like, you know, lighting up no fireworks this year, running away from it. What else occurred? I think that was all for 4th of July. After I finished eating and chilling with the fam, I just went to my room and started playing a game with my friends. What else? Oh, I also had homework that I finished up also for college. I think I started to record about my daytime running lights in my car. So I actually installed them on my car. I was able to put my bumper and stuff back on. I don't remember if I like either took a picture or recorded the process or not, but I remember I did record something, but I took my whole bumper off. It was crazy. I still can't believe I done something like that, and I was able to put it back on. So shoot, who knows, I can probably be my own body repairman. I probably don't need to take my car to a workshop. But yeah, that's all what occurred, and right now I'm just gonna drive back to Dade City go to the house, get some food, push-ups, and I'm probably gonna take a nap. Then I'm gonna wake up and do whatever. Might start some homework, or nah, I'm actually not gonna do my homework till tomorrow because tomorrow's my off day. So yeah, I'll be back with y'all. Alright, good morning, y'all. Today is the day where I go to MEPS. And this is when I swear into the Air Force branch, and I'm really excited. I waited for a while to be able to do this, and I can't believe it's close to that time. I'm excited. This just means a lot to me, mainly because I feel like I can actually start to begin actually, like, you know, being an adult and being able to do certain things that, like, you know, I like doing. One of the things I like doing is traveling, but that's not the main reason why I plan on going there. I just want to go there for, like, you know, for the long-term benefits and long-term for my future, because, you know, it's getting hard out here. I want to make sure I have all the tools and stuff that I need necessary to, you know, be able to be successful. I'm also doing this for my cousin that also passed away. He was trying to go to the Air Force before he was killed, and I feel like me joining is a part of my healing, and to do something that's, you know, not selfish either. Not only am I doing this for myself, I'm doing it for him. But I'm about to walk in the building. Hopefully everything goes well and quick, because MEPS will have you here all day, and I do not want to be here all day. So I'm going to get in this line, and I'll be right back with y'all. Hey, y'all. So, I'm back from the gym. I'm still trying to get better at recording and stuff. Right now, you know, it's a different day or whatever. I think the last time I left off was whenever I was about to walk in the MEP station. And yeah, I guess I can just talk about that. So what happened that day was I went there, I was waiting and stuff. Normally what MEPS have you to do, one, they have you going there 5:30 something in the morning, which I used to go there 5:30. But then now they have me going there at 9 in the morning. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I might actually just swear in today. Normally in MEPS,
It's an all-day thing. It lasts hours. It lasts a long time, but you know, you meet some cool people or whatever. At MEPS, they can be kind of rude a little bit, but you just gotta let them talk their ish or whatever, and just, you know, keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I guess it just kind of makes things easier. So while I was waiting outside, they went on the intercom. They said we didn't have to be in a line. We just come inside, since, you know, we had to be there at a later time. And then of course you got to go through security. You got to put all your stuff in the in, like, you know, the basket or whatever, like you're going through an airport. I had to take off my earrings. Just remembered, y'all, I was wearing pants that day, and I put my earrings in my pants, and I just remembered I need to go to the house and get my earrings out of my pants. They're in my clothes hamper in my room. But anyways, after going through all that, it was like a little line I had to wait through. I guess it was sort of like a pointless line a little bit, I don't know. But one of the guys at MEPS, whatever, that's proctoring, like, you know, certain stations or whatever, he is kind of like, how do I say it? How do I say it? I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to think of a nice word. You know what? He can be very egregious. Very egregious. And doing the most for nothing. Somebody else could tell you do one thing, and then you're trying to do it, and then here he comes. Oh no, what are you doing? No, you're gonna get in line, get off the wall. He's like stuff like that or whatever. He's just doing something little, and then try to, like, you know, go back and, like, you know, try to correct you on it. Or if somebody else told you to do something, you're trying to explain it to him, like, I don't know. But the thing is, he isn't really military at all. I guess he's somebody, like, on the outside, like civilian outside, that's, like, you know, working in. So it's sort of like, I don't know. But from what I'm told, what they like to do at MEPS, they like to, like, you know, haze or whatever, so my recruiter gave me papers and stuff that I had to take to that front desk in there. And then the guy that I was telling y'all about told me it was, like, you know, black spots covering my social security number, and I need to like go get it fixed or something like that. So he told me to go to my liaison, and I gave my liaison my papers. The liaison, he's cool. He was, you know, prior military before, and he asked me what was I here today for, and I said, well, I'm here, you know, to swear in today. He's like, oh, you're not gonna need this. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, the egregious dude that I told you about earlier, he did tell me to go to my liaison to get it fixed, and then come back you know, to the front desk. So I'm talking to my liaison for about, like, you know, 10 minutes, like, you know, going over my contract and stuff and all that. Since I graduated college with my associate's degree, I won't have to start off as a lower rank. I get to start off as the E3, so I get to kind of, like, you know, rank up quicker and make more money quicker. Thank God. Hopefully, like, you know, I keep ranking up from there. But anyways, what else? Yeah, we were going over my contract and stuff and all that. And then he told me there's, you know, going to be 3 different phases or whatever that you go through. I think the first phase is when, you know, you go over your contract with like some other people, where they, like, finalize your papers or whatever. And then phase 2 is when, what did they do for phase 2? Oh, phase 2 is when you do your fingerprints. So you have to give your fingerprints and everything on the actual contract itself. But during phase 1, the fingerprints is to verify that that's your fingerprints. They fingerprint everything, like, you know, both hands on each finger, the palm of your hand, the upper part, 3 finger. They do that, and it's pretty cool. What else? And then phase 3 is when you swear in. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth. I'm just trying to, like, you know, remember, and my brain, that's how, like, you know, it process. Like, it's a lot of stuff jumbled together, and I be putting pieces together. But anyway, so what happened whenever I was talking to my liaison before I started phase 1? I was talking with him, and then out of nowhere, the dude that was being egregious earlier came from the front desk to my liaison office. And then he's over here pointing at me. He's like, you. And I'm like, sir? And then he's like, I told you to come back with me, didn't I? And then I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of act like, you know, I never saw him before. I'm like, before I could say anything, my liaison had my back. He said, oh no, he doesn't have to go to you. He's going to dep in today. So, you know, he's good. He didn't have to come back to you at all. When I tell y'all, I try my best not to laugh. This dude finally got humbled. He got humbled so bad because every time, this isn't the first time this dude, you know, was acting like this towards me. He done it other times too when I came to MEPS. But I'm glad somebody finally humbled him, and he couldn't say nothing or do anything about it. He just had to walk out the building and go back to his station. When I tell you, after that dude never tried me again at all. Like, that was good. That was top tier. So after I've done the first 2 phases already, phase 3, I'm just over here sitting here waiting and stuff in the waiting room. I was watching TV. Normally, I guess MEPS, a lot of them are in the sci-fi, so that's what was playing. It was like, you know, sci-fi shows on there. So while I'm just sitting there looking at the TV in the back row or whatever, it was around lunchtime, and then the MEPS people, they offered me some food. It was Subway in there. I got, like, you know, an Italian sub with some chips and a bottle of water and a chocolate macadamia cookie. I don't really care much for chocolate cookies, but, you know, I just ate it because I'm like, you know what? I need some sugar in my system. I didn't have anything to eat all that day, and it was good that I was able to eat something. And plus, after doing all that, I went to the gym later on after MEPS. But after I finished eating that food, I had to go back to the waiting area, sit there and wait, and then one of the people that worked there walked us to the briefing room, I think it was. Yeah, it's like a briefing room, and we stood there, and we had to watch the video and stuff, right? So this is the video that we watched before we swear in. They were just going over everything. It's like an 8-minute video, but he didn't play the whole video. It was only playing for about like 5-something minutes, and he came back in and told us to go to the ceremony room. So while we're watching this, mind you, I'm the only person in that room that's like going to the Air Force. Anybody else in there, they're going to the Marine, the Army, and the Navy. But I'm just in that room, sitting in the front row. I'm close to the TV. There was a part on there where it said, if you any forms of desertation, like whenever you desert anything, they explain what the definition is and certain circumstances to which that word could be used under. They said any desertation and any like treason or whatever will result in death. And when we saw that part, we just like, we're just looking at each other. I'm like, oh my gosh. And mind you, that's when the dude came in and then he just cut it off. I'm like, we're just like, what? And mind you, we can't really like, you know, say anything either because like, you know, we're finna go out there in the main area and we got to walk to the ceremony room. Well, I tell y'all, we're just quiet. We just like, and then he's like, all right, it's ready. We're time to swear in, y'all. It's time to swear. Like, I'm trying to remember everything. But anyways, while we were swearing in, he was going over, like, you know, what we would say, how we have to say, like, you know, our first name, our middle name, and our last name. And we just have to repeat after the sergeant that came in there, and it was on video. It'll be on Facebook soon. I'm gonna try to add it in this video if I'm able to. If so, it's gonna be somewhere like, you know, on the screen. But I was like towards the back because, like, you know, I'm a taller dude, so, you know. Anyways, so I was in the back, and we were going over there what we were saying, and then we had to say it on camera. And then he's like, all right, y'all are, you know, officially, like, you know, part of your branch, and y'all are doing a very great thing, and there will be great things coming up out of this, and y'all won't, you know, regret it. That's what they were saying. So we went back to the briefing room, and mind you, it's just us guys like in there, and nobody was in there at the moment. And then I'm like, you know, I'm a silence breaker. I like to break the silence. I like, you know, breaking the sound barrier, or just asking, like, just trying to lighten up the mood. So I'm like, wow, y'all, I'm still trying to understand a point in the video where it says they'll kill us. Like, okay, so are they going to tell the news media that they killed us? Or will they try to make it seem like we just offed ourselves, that we just unalived ourselves? When I tell you, they bust out laughing so hard, and they agreed with me and stuff, and then they said their own jokes and stuff too. It was funny. But then the other person that came to finalize like, you know, what we did today or whatever, it's a lot of, you know, stuff that you have to keep going through and backing up. I'm sorry, I'm sweating right now because, you know, my car isn't on, but I don't want to have my air on because I don't want it to be too loud for the camera. So y'all might be like, oh my gosh, this car air conditioning isn't working. It is. It's working. But I'm trying to, you know, make this background be as quiet as possible, especially when I edit. It makes it easier for me. So we were doing that, and then the dude was over there talking about, like, you know, he trying to Instacart some groceries and stuff, and then we all making jokes and stuff with one another, and it was just funny. Like, already it seems to feel like a family, and I like it. I like it. There's some cool people there, and it just gives me a lot of hope about, like, you know, being in the Air Force, and just having things to look forward to. Most definitely the benefits getting out of it. I just pray to God that, you know, I won't have to regret anything and nothing bad won't happen, but I'm willing to, you know, do my job and stuff that I have to do. And most important thing, just keep living life and be happy. And this is gonna feel like the first time I'm actually, like, you know, going out into the world and feeling like an adult. I've been in a small town for the majority of my whole life, and I've been able to see, like, you know, some of my friends or people that I went to school with be able to leave this state and venture on to greater things and stuff. And I'm not trying to knock down my town at all. Like, you know, I know where my roots are from, but I just want my branches to grow worldwide. And it's just, I can't do that if I'm just, like, you know, here all my life. Shoot, I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to make the money and stuff that I want and stuff and all that, and even more than that. And I'm just trying to do good and put good out into the world. And I just hope that's something that, like, you know, everybody would want, and also want for themselves and others at the same time. So yeah, but that was pretty much a good day. Then yeah, I just went to the gym after because it was on a gym day, and it made me feel relieved. So I'm officially in the branch, I guess. I did give them my leave dates, but they're either gonna try to get like a time around that date or something, I don't know. But I did send my job list or whatever I'm going to hear back from my recruiter what job I got, and I'm actually going to meet up with my recruiter next week on Monday, and I guess I'm going to be meeting other people that join also. It's going to be like, at a park or something, and I think we might be doing some workouts that day, and y'all know me, I'm already fit and ready for it. Ooh, y'all know these muscles look good, don't they? I know y'all see that. Anyways, but yeah, I know I'm gonna be fit and ready, and I'm excited. I'm pumped. But yeah, I'm finna go get some Chipotle. I'm hungry. Again, I didn't have nothing to eat all day, and yeah, I don't know if it was good or not working out on an empty stomach, but I just kind of do it because I don't want to risk having a chance of cramping or whatever when I'm running. And also, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm still able to have, like, a certain amount of energy, especially since I already kind of ate a lot of food yesterday. And I think for the most part that's really what it is. I had a lot of food yesterday, so now I'm hungry again because I burnt all my calories. And yeah, I'm gonna get some food. And I guess this will be the end of the vlog. I hope y'all have a great week. And turn on your post notifications. Subscribe to my channel. And please, please like my videos. And, well, that's all I got. Bye, y'all.
When you're